And next, what we want to do is we want to split, let's say, the GL codes and the GL names, and we want to see them separately. So what we can do is we can input the text to column tool after the filter tool. So filter tool now, so the output till filter tool forms the input of the next tool that we input. So we want to connect it to the values that are true and not to the values that are false. We want to delimit financial row. So what are the delimiters, possible delimiters that we can see? We can see that we have a hyphen, we also have space, but if we use space as a delimiter, it will also delimit this area. So we want to delimit using only the dash, the hyphen. So we change the delimiter to a hyphen. Number of columns that we want to split the data into, let's say we want to split it into 2 columns only, and whatever is extra remains in the last column. Let's say if there were 2 hyphens in that, it will not delimit both the hyphens. It will only delimit the data using the first hyphen which is appearing in the data set, and any extra hyphen will be left extra in the last column, as we've selected it here. Leave extra in last column, or drop extra with a warning, drop extra without a warning, or if there's an extra hyphen, it should throw me an error. So for example, I don't know how many hyphens are there in the data, and I want a warning or an error if there's an extra hyphen. So if I select with warning, what will happen is that in the metadata that I have, it will show that there's a warning that there are extra hyphens in the data set. It will tell me, however, it will run the workflow. But if I select error, it will not let me proceed. It will not give the output to me. So let's select leave extra in last column for now. And we want to give the output root name. We will, let's say, write code and name, and let's run the workflow. So in the financial row column, now you will see that we have this column. So it has delimited this column into 2 more columns which will appear at the end of the data. So first one is basically the code and name 1, which includes basically all the codes here. And then I have code and name 2, which includes the names. However, let's say I do not want to see any empty field also, and I want to filter that out. I'll go to my filter tool. I'll select custom. If you can see, there's an exclamation mark here. Exclamation mark means does not in Alteryx. So basically we could have just used contains, and if let's say we would have used contains, then उसने हमें सिर्फ जो जहाँ पर भी total लिखा होता वो हमें वो कर देता. And if we insert an exclamation here, means does not contains. So it does not contains total, or let's say I'll say is empty, the financial row column. Let me run this. So let's say we want to filter out whatever. So in my financial row column, if the value contains totals or if the value is empty, and I also do not want to include anything which contains, for example, I do not want to see profit here, and I also want to filter out income or cost. So I will write down exclamation contains means does not contain the string value, which is the financial row, and I do not want income to appear there. And let's say I also want to filter out does not contain in the financial row, the string value should not contain cost. So these are some of the filters that I've put here. So if you can see that using the custom filter, we can also put in multiple expressions, and if we want to exclude out multiple things together. So I have removed anything which contains total, any row which is empty, any row which contains profit or income or cost. So I have removed everything from that, and then I run the workflow. So see this data set, if you see here, will have so the output before this filter will basically have these empty rows, the income or the cost of sales rows, total income, total, it has totals, it has the empty values, then it might even have the profit, which should be somewhere around, this is net income, where is my profit, where's my gross profit, so here's the gross profit. We go to the filter tool, we've removed income, cost, profit, total and empty. Now you will see here in this output, the T band, my empty rows have gone. I do not have totals. There is nothing as income here. And it also doesn't have any row which has cost written there. And also profit is also not appearing there. I go to text to column. Text to column में हमने delimit किया था using hyphen into two columns which are appearing here. So this has the codes. The first one has the codes and the second one has my names.